Hey guys, welcome to day 1 of your HIIT Split challenge. Today we are working back, biceps, shoulders, core, and legs. So basically everything but your chest and triceps. We're saving that for in a couple days. Don't worry about that now. All right, our format is 45 seconds of work with 15 seconds of rest. We've got 4 rounds like that. And then we're gonna move into an endurance and strength round where we'll do 1 minute of an exercise followed by 1 minute of another exercise. And then we'll move in to do 2 rounds, 10 reps of those exercises. We'll talk about that more when we get there. Don't worry about it now. We need dumbbells for this workout. I've got 15 all the way down. You know what? I'm gonna grab my 5-pound weights too for some of the endurance exercises. So I've got from 15 all the way down to 5. Just think shoulder work, think biceps, and then think legs. You might want to grab a heavier set of dumbbells to train legs, squats, and lunges. Are you ready? Let's get warmed up. So every day this week, we're gonna be getting started with a mobility warm-up. So this is gonna be the same warm-up every single day, so maybe you'll have it memorized by the end of this thing. All right, I'm gonna step the feet a little bit wider than hip width here, pull my shoulders down, and I'm gonna roll the head around. I'm trying to warm up the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. You're only moving at a pace and range that is comfortable for you. I don't want you to push through any kind of pain here. Good, let's switch it now. We're gonna roll the shoulders up and then slide them into our back pockets. Rolling up, sliding them back and down. Big shrug, be dramatic with me. Try to pull those shoulders away from your ears. All right, now we're gonna reverse that circle. So we're gonna roll forward, trying not to arch that back or round that back so the core stays engaged. Do a couple more like this, and then we're gonna actually roll all the way down. So let's do that here. Big shrug up, roll the shoulders forward, and then keep rolling, rolling, rolling all the way down. My leggings are so soft. And then roll it all the way up. You can slide those hands on your soft leggings if you want. Again, rolling down. And roll it back up. Think vertebrae by vertebrae. 2 more just like that. Roll it down. And roll it up. 1 more. Roll it down. And roll it up. Stand tall. Step the feet out just a bit here. I'm going to take my hands and push my knees apart, and I'm going to decompress that lower back. Anybody get a crack? If you disengage the core, you'll get a nice stretch through that lower back. It's the only time I'm going to tell you, relax the core briefly. Pushing those knees apart. Cool stuff right here. Good. Now I'm going to turn my toes a little more forward than they were, and I'm just going to rock side to side here. Now I want you to play with your depth here. I don't want you to force anything, but if you can get lower, get lower. If you need to, you can always bring those hands down. Deepen your stretch a little bit here. Like I said, don't force anything. Just find what feels good. Good. And now, what I'm going to do is straighten those legs out, interlace my fingers here, and I'm going to sweep up and sweep down. Engaging the abs here. Let them be what take you up and around. Using that side body strength to pull you up. Everything's getting warm. Good, meet me down in center here. Hang for just a sec. And then I'm gonna heel toe my feet together. And then roll it up nice and slow. Shoulders back and down, standing tall. Good. I'm gonna roll it down, walk it out to plank. Roll all the way down, walk it out to plank here. Nice strong plank, and then walk it back up. Take your time, roll it up, stand tall, shoulders back and down. Roll it down again. Walk it out. Bringing one foot up and out to the side here. Rock and roll for a second. And then when you are ready, I'm gonna take my hand that is right next to that knee that is up in front, and I'm gonna open here. Breathe. And then bring that hand back down, feet together, and we'll walk it up. Roll it up, stand tall, shoulders back and down. Again, roll it down, walk it out. We're gonna do that same thing on the other side. Opposite leg comes up, rock and roll for a second, and then we'll open. Breathe for a second. And hands back together, feet together, and we roll it up. All the way up, stand tall, shoulders down. Roll it down again. Walk it out. Now you can add whatever you'd like at the bottom here. I like to drop my hips. If you're uncomfortable with that, you don't have to. Maybe you want to add a push-up. And when you feel good and ready, we come right back up. And roll it up, shoulders back and down, stand tall. I'm gonna step one leg back, doesn't matter which one. Push the hips forward so I get a nice stretch on my hip flexor, that leg that's back and behind. Reach it up, and then I'm gonna dive forward here. Squeeze the glute. Back again. Pushing the hips forward and dive it down, squeeze, hold. One more time, pushing the hips forward and dive it down, squeeze, hold, and bring those feet together, roll it up. Standing tall, switching to the opposite leg now. Step back, push the hips forward, and dive it down, squeeze, lift, back again, pushing the hips forward, dive, squeeze, lift, back again, diving down, squeeze, lift, feet come back together, and roll it up nice and slow. Stand tall. We're gonna squat, push my arms forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squat, push, and squeeze. How deep can you get into that squat? Making sure those knees don't fall in and that back doesn't start to round. Push, squeeze. I'm gonna do a few more here. Really pay attention to activating that upper back. Again. Good, now I'm gonna push up and then pull down. Push up, pull down. Get those biceps right next to those ears. Gonna do a few more here. Last one. Good. Now I'm just gonna kind of shuffle my feet here, roll the wrists, get them warmed up to hold some weights, to do some planks. You can even add a little stretch here. Now what I'm gonna do, is you hear my voice crack, I'm like a teenage boy. Now what I'm gonna do is switch it to more of a jog. Bringing those arms into it, so now they are working alongside the legs, like we're running down the street. All right, now I'm gonna pick up the pace, make it into more of a sprint. Take control of that breathing now. Switch, jumping jacks. Shoulders are plugged in, belly button's pulled in. We should be warm by now. And let it relax, guys. Shoulders back and down, chest proud. We are ready to work out. Our first exercise is a plank with a pull through. I'm gonna use my 15-pounder for this. I'm gonna bring it down onto the ground and I'm gonna plank with my hands just above, right? So I'm gonna reach through, grab the dumbbell, slide it to the other side, and then reach through with the opposite hand. We go in 8 seconds. We do this for a full 45. In 3, here we go. Up, nice strong plank, reach through, slide it across. You're doing your best not to let the hips wiggle here. There will be some movement unless you are a crazy stable core person. Think about pulling that pubic bone towards your nose. So you're in a constant crunch here. And then I want your shoulders over your wrists. So shift that weight. 15 seconds, guys. Make sure you're breathing. 10, 5, 2, rest. I'm gonna grab my 10s. We've got a combo move. Upright row, curl, squat, repeat. We go in 3. Here we go. Row up, curl, squat, repeat. Got 35 seconds left. 30 seconds. Try not to bottom out on that squat. Stay engaged that whole time. Breathing rate's coming up. My heart rate's coming up a little. You've got about 10 seconds. Upright row and curl, squat. 3. Rest. We're going back down for the pull through. We got it, guys. We go in 3, 2, here we go. Reaching through, sliding it across. I see a lot of people end up with their hands way out in front of them. I want you to focus on keeping the shoulder over the wrist. Then focus on keeping that stable core. You got 20 seconds. This isn't about speed, it's about control. 10. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold that breath. Make some noise with me. 3. And rest. Dumbbell aside, we go back to that upright row. Curl, squat. In 5, 3. Here we go. Up, twist to curl, squat. Taking control of that breathing. Controlling each and every rep. Enjoying the little rest your arms get when we squat down. 15 more seconds. 10. 5. 2. And rest. All right, guys, we get a little extra rest here, and then we're moving to our next circuit. Next exercise is a walk down to a row. So I'm gonna place my dumbbell right in the center of where I'm gonna end up in plank, right? So it'll be right here. I'll just walk it up, make sure I stay here. I'm gonna walk it down to plank, row, and then walk back up. I'm not gonna come all the way up to stand. I'm gonna stay folded over, really try to burn those abs out. We go in 3, look at me, I'm out of breath. Here we go. Walk it out. Row right to the hip. 1, 2, and then back up right here to fold. Back down again. Row. Up again, 30 seconds. If you need extra rest, you'll take it when you're folded over. And then again. 18 more seconds. Down again. In 5. Rest. I'm going to take my 2 8s for this next one. I'm going to alternate curls as I alternate lunges. We go in 5. Just keep alternating. Here we go. Step back, together. Back, together. Back, together. Not letting that knee of that front leg fall in. You are halfway here. You're gonna start feeling those biceps. 15 seconds. Ah, my biceps are getting tired. 5. Yes. Good, we're coming back to that walk down, row. We go in 5. Here we go. Walk it out. Row, and then back up to fold. Back down. Row, and back up to fold. I'm trying to lead with a different arm this time, just to work on my coordination. 15. Almost done. 5. Woo! All right, dumbbell aside. We're going back to that alternating hammer curl with the reverse lunge. In 3. Here we go. Back, curl, 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 curl. Step it, curl, 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 curl. 30 seconds on the clock. 20. Biceps, start feeling it by now. 10. 5. I am sweating already. Woo! Rest. All right, we are moving into a new circuit. Next exercise, we're gonna come all the way down onto the ground, onto our side here. From the elbow, we're gonna do a side plank variation. I'm gonna take my top foot and bring it in front. So we're here in a side plank. I'm gonna elongate myself, and then I'm gonna just kind of pike it up to reach through. I'm gonna reach for that opposite ankle. It's not gonna happen, but that's the idea. I want you to cinch right at the oblique. We go in 5, 3, 2, here we go. Reach, elongate, and then kind of pike it through, reach. From here, reach, elongate, and then reach through in the opposite direction. Reach, and then reach through. So I'm reaching in opposite directions. You've got 20 more seconds here. You should feel that oblique firing up. I want you to focus on getting yourself as long as possible here. And then reach as far as you can there. 3, and rest. Don't forget which side you just did. So mirror me, or hope you mirrored me so we can mirror each other the next round. Grabbing my 8, we're going to curtsy, lateral curl, curtsy, lateral raise, lateral raise. So my palms are facing outward as I curtsy, curtsy, curl, curl. And then I'm gonna go out to the sides, flip it back around, curtsy, curl, curtsy, raise, and raise. 20 more seconds here. 15, 10, arms are feeling it, legs are feeling it, 5, and rest. All right, back into that side plank on the opposite side now. Top leg in front, we'll reach. The side's gonna be harder for me. Here we go. Up, reach, and then reach it through. Elongate. Make sure you're breathing. Woo. Anyone else got a little shake going on? You've got 15 more seconds. You might even feel your lats firing up here. 10, 5, and rest. All right, I'm grabbing my same weights. Lateral curl, curtsy, lateral raise. We go in 3. Here we go, palms face out, curtsy and curl, curtsy and curl, curtsy and raise, curtsy and raise. Curl, curl, raise it out. You are halfway here. Curl, curl, 15, 10, 2, rest. All right, guys, we are moving on to our last combo circuit. Next exercise is a sumo squat, toes out with an upright row. I'm going to use my 10s. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to stand up nice and tall, turn my toes out. Every time I squat down, I'm gonna row the dumbbells up. We go in 5. I don't want you to stick your booty out. I want you to stay engaged through the core. And pelvis is tucked so you can really squeeze those glutes. Feel like I'm churning butter. 30 seconds. Working the inner thighs, the glutes, the outer thighs, the shoulders. 20 more seconds here. 15. After this, I'm going to grab a heavier weight for reverse lunges and rows. 5, 3, and rest. Taking my 2 15s here, one of which is wet. I'm going to step back into a lunge, hinge forward, row, back up, switch. Here we go, stepping back into the lunge, hinging forward, row, back, switch. Step back, hinge it forward, row, back, to switch. We got it? You got to hinge and lean forward before you row. Not letting that knee that's in front collapse in. 10 more seconds. Almost done. 3. Woo, rest. Going back to turn the butter. Sumo squat, toes out, row it up in 3. Here we go. Down as I row it up. 35 seconds. 30. Woo! My dumbbells are so long. They're so heavy. 15. You have got 10 seconds left. 5, 2. Beautiful. All right. Grabbing those heavier dumbbells if you want. Reverse lunge. Stepping back. Row after you hinge. Here we go. Step it back. Hinge it. Row it. Drop it back and switch. Step, hinge, row, and switch. 25, don't let that back round. It's almost like you kind of straighten that leg out that's in front before you row. There's still a slight bend in that knee. Definitely don't lock it out. But I want you to think about getting rid of the bend, all except for the slight bend. 2, I need to stop talking. Thank you. All right, guys. We are moving into our endurance and strength round. Right now is a good time to get a quick sip of water. So remember I said we're gonna do 1 minute of endurance. So it means you wanna pick a lighter weight here. So we're gonna be doing an alternating bent over row for our first exercise. I'm gonna use 10 pounds. So we're gonna just hinge down and row it here for a full minute. I'm gonna use my 10s. And then we're gonna do squats. Squats, we're gonna do body weight, right? And then after we finish that, we're gonna move into 2 sets of 10 reps of each of those, which means you can bump up your weight a bit. Got it? We good? All right, we're using that endurance round to kind of tire you out, so your lighter weights might feel really heavy after all that. All right, guys, we go in 10 seconds with the alternating bent over row. I'm gonna face this way so I can see the timer on the ground in 3, 2, hinge it over, just alternate rowing here. Remember, we've got a full minute here. That's why we're alternating. That's why we're going lighter weight. Just breathe. Think about rowing to the hip and not the armpit. You're going to get a lot more out of the exercise with proper form. Back is flat. You're not looking up at the wall in front of you. You're looking down at the floor in front of you. How's it going, guys? You got about 20 seconds left. Just bear with me. After this, we're going to go right into squats. 10, 5, we'll ditch the dumbbells in 3, 2, good, and squats. Here we go. Just body weight. Focus on form. Focus on depth. How deep can you get into your squat today with good form? Without those knees falling in, without knees hurting, without that back rounding, without your back hurting. You are just about halfway. You are still just about halfway. You are just about over halfway. I was like, for sure a minute is almost over by now, right? Under 20. Keep breathing. Stay with me. We're gonna ditch the timer after this. 3. And rest. All right, I'm gonna shut this off. And now we're gonna go into 10 reps, bent over row together. So I'm gonna use my 15s. We'll hinge at the hips. Your heart rate should be up a little bit. That's exciting, right? We hinge over. I'm gonna count them out. Stay with me. Here we go. Row for 1, right to the hip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, relax for just a second. I'm gonna pop the dumbbells on my shoulders and we're gonna squat. Breathe here. All right, grab the dumbbells. Pop them up. And we squat. Here we go, down. 1, don't let those knees fall in. 2, pickle jars under the feet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We go back to the rows. Just a sec. Ready? Grab the dumbbells, hinge it over, and we row it up. Here we go. 1, 2, right to the hip. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Resting for a sec. Popping the dumbbells up for another round of squats. Here we go. Pop them up. Feet just about shoulder width, if not a little bit wider. And here we go. Squat it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. All right, dumbbells aside, breathe for a second. We're moving into another endurance round. All right, guys, this is it. This is our last circuit. Endurance first, followed by strength. I'm going to use my 5s for the alternating hammer curl, just because, man, I've done this before and I know my biceps just burn out so quick. So I'm going to use my 5s. We start with an alternating hammer curl here, just like this. I'm not going to start. And then we're going to follow that with reverse lunges, alternating legs. We good? All right, in 10 seconds, we start with the curly cues. Yes, I called them curly cues. We go in 5, alternating. You could just cruise around your room as long as you're standing up tall. Here we go. Alternating the curls. Like I said, you can kind of walk around, be a weirdo with me. We're moving kind of quickly. Why does walking make it so much harder? I feel like walking was making it harder. I don't want to do that anymore. It's too hard. You've got, you know what? I'm not going to tell you how much time you've got left. I'm going to give you good news when the timer has good news. Halfway. That's good news. Bad news is when this is over, we have to do reverse lunges for a minute. There go my biceps. Whoever thought 5 pounds could feel so heavy? 15. 10 seconds left. 5. Oh my God, 5 pounds. Are you kidding me? 2. Good, dumbbells down. We step back into a reverse lunge. And switch. How's it going, guys? I should have faced the other way so I could see the timer. Oh well. Pickle jar under that front foot. Don't let that knee collapse in. Whoa. Don't lose your balance. You've got about 20 seconds left. Hooray. After this, we do the strength. And then we're done for today. Come on, where's that timer? There it is. All right, I'm gonna shut this off. We have got 10 reps of a hammer curl. I'm gonna use my 10s. Are you ready? Palms face each other. We go 10 reps. Crank them out. Here we go. Up for 1. 2. Don't fling the weights up. 3. Glue the elbows at the side. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Last 2. 9. And 10. Good. I'm going to keep my 10s for this next one. Reverse lunge. The kicker is we're not going to alternate sides. I'm going to stay on one side for 10, then do the other. Yeah? Okay. Pick a leg, any leg. We'll do that first, and then you do the other side. I'm going to use my 10s, 10 reps. Here we go. One side. 1. Together. 2. Together. Don't let that knee fall in. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. and 10. Right to the other side. Let's just do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Take a breather for a second. We do that one more time. We stretch. We're done. Hammer curl. You ready? Hammer curl. Dumbbells up. Arms to the side. Here we go. Curl for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lunges, 10 on each side, and then that's a wrap. All right, grab the dumbbells, step it back. Here we go, single-sided. 1, together. 2, stay with me. 3, pickle draw under the foot. 4, don't let the knee fall in. 5, 6, 7, drive through the heel. 8, but grip with the entire foot. 9, and 10. 10 reps and you are done. You ready? Other leg, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Oh my goodness. Dumbbells down, guys. Breathe for a second. If you need to, grab a quick sip of water. I know I need one. I've been talking for forever today. All right, you guys, day 1 is almost complete. We just got to stretch. So let's start here. I'm going to step nice and wide. I'm going to lean into one side, stretch the inner thigh as I bring the arm up and across and try not to suffocate my microphone. Getting that inner thigh, getting the back of that shoulder, upper back, 2 birds, 1 stone. Go ahead, switch sides for me. Breathe. You done did it. Day 1. You've got 4 more workouts left. Go ahead and fold yourself over here as you interlace those fingers behind your back. And if you want a little extra stretch, let the arms fall. Oh, I can feel my fan down here. I like to kind of explore a little movement here. Feels good. And go ahead and release those hands and hang out for just a sec. Good. I'm going to come all the way down, bring one leg up and under me here for a pigeon pose. If you feel good here, you can relax into it, lay all the way down. If you're like, I can't even get myself here, just do the best you can. And if you totally can't get there at all, you can always just opt for this stretch right here. So do whatever feels good for you. I'm going to go back into my pigeon pose here. If you can, I want you to try to reach around, grab that back foot. If you were doing the other version of the stretch, go ahead and come up, hold onto a wall if you need to, and just do a regular old quadriceps stretch. There's always a way to modify, but I really intend to work on your mobility over the next 5 days, especially tomorrow. All right, let's switch. So go ahead and bring the opposite leg up and under here. Hang here for just a minute. You can remember, you can go to that other version of the stretch if you need to. Tomorrow we've got HIIT. We are going to do that same mobility warm-up followed by the HIIT, and then we'll follow that with a mobility kind of cool down. It's going to be fun. All right, let's reach back, grab that back foot. Breathing here. All right, guys, you have done it. Day 1 is done. Hang out down here on the ground as long as you need to. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2.